Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff. The squad here today looking to put on a show, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, a group that has a lot to prove here today. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Bringing it out, it's Price. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, now we'll get our first look at this offense here today. Well, the energy of this building, Coach, is just going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps roulé. Let the good times roll.
And we're really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
Second down after that. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Gives it to the back. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Powerful running here. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on the hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
First down and 10. It's a shotgun run call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Tries the right with a quick throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Chris, to me, it looked like the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the ball from the time he got the snap. His receiver does a nice job of creating separation almost immediately on that corner route.
1st and goal, handoff. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. Both teams desperate to get the offense going, find a spark and some rhythm in this playoff game. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Quick throw. The catch is made. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game, all the hype, the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Defense is coming after him. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So check it out. Here comes the field goal team. They are a long way out, putting a lot of trust in the kicker here. And he's got it. Can you believe it? What a kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And a handoff as they run the counter play. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a first and goal. Very efficient so far. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. No problem with the PHC. The lead 14-3.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And they hand it off to the back. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Punting, ready to boot it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Dropping back, it's Robinson. There's contact on the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. He slings this one deep down the left side. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return begins inside the 10. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the offense trots back out on the field again. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Handoff here from the shotgun.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game. And we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he fields it inside the 15. Makes it with a 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Movement here from the tight end. And they get the second half started with the running play. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll ride the back again here. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Try and muscle for the first down. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And here comes the punter onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Gets free now, heads into the secondary. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. It really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a sack? They've got him back at the 4-yard line.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Just able to get it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense ready to start this drive. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
First and 10 now for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third, the ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive.
Come on, set.
On first down, it's play action. Looking for the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
325.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That run moves the ball across the 40.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And he's got it at the 15. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They'll try the right here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
To the air, it's Robinson. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Runner with an impressive spin move there. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They're pulling away 35-3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Offense comes out to start this drive. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points. And here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
2nd and long now from their own 5-yard line. This one ends up as safety.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
So after the safety, it's now a free kick coming up. They'll punt it away from the 20. With the return, it's Price.
The return is brought down at the 45, and the offense will take over.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. He'll hand it off. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Spins away from defenders. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll raise 2nd inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They'll hand it off. Fights through the tackler. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Offense now in the all-important red zone. And the runner takes off to his right. The junior able to bring him down quickly. It's 3rd down for the offense. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. 4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. No, he didn't make it. He is stopped short, so they don't take the chance to add to this lead, and the defense will get the football back. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining. Backed up to the 6-yard line. It's 2nd and long. And he drops back in the gun. This winds up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
They have to kick it away here now. No fair catch. He feels the punt.
The return brings it out to the 35. And the offense will take over.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking deep here. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to...
Looking to throw it deep.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Looking downfield. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And he grabs it with a 2-point try to build this lead even more. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.